The universe is an egg, but not just any egg. It's a shell, fragile and immense, cradling something far greater than you could ever imagine. And to understand what lies inside, we need to go back in time, back to the moment you died. You were on your way home from work when it happened. The world blurred for a moment, and then nothing. You died. It wasn't dramatic, no burst of light or final words. Just a sudden, quiet departure. It's a car accident. The kind that gets a few headlines but fades just as quickly. It didn't hurt. You were gone before you could feel a thing. The medics tried, their hands moving fast, their faces tight with focus. But no, there wasn't much left to save. Your body had been too badly broken, and in a strange way, it was a relief to be free of it. And that's when I found you. You blinked, or at least it felt like blinking, though there was no body now, just you and me.
What happened?
You asked, your voice trembling in the vast, endless space that stretched around us. You died, I said simply, my voice calm, unhurried.
Died?
Yes, no point in softening it. Your mind scrambled for a moment, trying to piece together those last few memories.
There was a truck. It was skidding.
I nodded. Yes.
So, that's it?
You stared at me, bewildered, the weight of it still not settling in.
I'm dead?
Very much so. You were quiet for a while, letting the reality sink in.
But my kids, my wife,
Your voice cracked.
will they be all right?
I smiled softly. You're still thinking of them? That's good. It speaks well of you. You looked at me, confused by my appearance. I didn't seem like what you'd imagined. Not a bearded old man on a throne, or even a figure cloaked in light. No, I looked ordinary. They'll be fine, I assured you. Your children will remember you as the best version of yourself, and they'll carry that with them. As for your wife, well, things weren't perfect, were they? You hesitated. You knew what I meant. There had been tension, cracks in the marriage. She'll miss you, I continued, but there will also be a part of her that breathes easier, even if she won't admit it. You swallowed, guilt prickling at the edges of your heart.
What now?
You asked.
Do I go to heaven or hell?
Neither. That surprised you.
Then where?
You'll be born again.
Reincarnation?
Your eyes widened.
So, the Hindus were right?
I chuckled. All faiths catch glimpses of the truth in their own way. But it's not exactly what you think. You walked beside me as we moved through the nothingness. It wasn't a journey to a specific place. It just felt right to move.
When I get reborn,
You asked.
will I forget everything? My life, my family, will it all just disappear?
Not exactly. I paused and turned to face you. Everything you've been, everything you've learned, it's still a part of you. It's all woven into your soul, deep inside. You just won't be conscious of it right away. A human mind is too small to hold the enormity of your existence. You furrowed your brow.
My existence?
I nodded. You are far greater than this one life, this one experience. Imagine dipping your hand into a stream. You feel the coolness, the flow of the water against your skin, but your hand is only a part of you, experiencing just a fraction of the stream. That's what life is, a glimpse, a touch. But you're much larger than that.
How many lives have I lived?
You asked, your voice quiet now. Oh, countless, I said. You've been everything, rich, poor, strong, weak, every color, every culture. And each time you've learned something new. You stared at me, trying to comprehend.
And next time?
This time you'll be a young girl, a peasant in China. In the year 540 AD. Your jaw dropped.
You're sending me back in time?
In your world, time is a river, flowing in one direction. But here, time is Well, it's just part of the scenery. I send you where you need to go.
So, I could meet myself in another life?
I smiled. It happens more often than you think. You took a deep breath, still trying to grasp the enormity of it all.
What's the point of all this? Why keep living over and over? What am I supposed to be learning?
I stopped walking and looked directly into your eyes. The meaning of life? The reason for everything? It's for you to grow.
To grow?
You repeated, unsure. Yes, to grow and mature. To learn compassion, love, patience. Each life you live teaches you something, adds a layer to your soul. It brings you closer to understanding who you truly are.
And who am I?
You're my child, I said, my voice soft but firm. And one day you'll be like me. You stared at me, speechless.
Like, you? You mean I'm going to be a god?
Not quite yet, I said, amused by the innocence of your question. You're still growing, still learning, but one day, when you've lived every life, every possible life, you'll be ready.
Every life? I'm everyone?
I nodded. Yes, every person who's ever lived, and every person who ever will live. You are all of them. The realization hit you hard.
I'm Abraham Lincoln. I'm Cleopatra.
Yes, I said, smiling at the awe in your voice. And you're also the people they hurt. You've been the hero, and you've been the villain. You've been the victim and the oppressor. You recoiled slightly.
I'm Hitler.
You whispered, horrified. And the millions he killed, I said, gently. Every terrible thing done, every act of kindness, it's all you. It's all a part of your journey. You were silent for a long time, the weight of it settling in.
But why?
You asked finally.
Why make me live through all of this?
Because, I said softly, someday you'll be like me. You'll understand. You'll have the wisdom that comes with having lived 1,000 lives, 1,000,000 lives. And when you do, you'll be ready to be born.
Born?
Yes, right now you're still growing, still learning. Like a child in the womb, preparing for a greater existence. This universe, it's just a place for you to grow. A place to learn what it means to love, to suffer, to sacrifice.
So, the universe is?
An egg, I said, nodding. And now, it's time for you to move on. Your next life awaits. And with that, you felt the pull, the gentle nudge toward what lay ahead. You were ready to be born again.